Welcome, dear viewer, to Dr. Paul Kibicho YouTube channel. Once again, I want to thank all of you who have been actually supporting me in this endeavor of educating people and masses from various quarters of the world. And I feel honored that I have got a very good audience out there. Today, being the 9th of June 2022, we need to be grateful to our God because not everybody saw this day. Many had plans for this day, but they never lived to see it. Therefore, God making us be remnants, we have every reason to thank Him for. I always feel honored once again that anytime I share information, I get feedbacks from members, either using my cell phone number, either using my email address, or some of you people, I do meet with you personally, and I feel honored and privileged. Today, I'm not discussing matters to do with the Quest Pinnacle because people have understood what is Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures Limited. Today, I'm there to discuss a few things that will help you become a better person. Today, I'm talking about building confidence because those people who succeed in life, they are confident. There are some people who can't even be able to present a song in a congregation. There are people who cannot even talk before students. There are people who cannot even talk before 3, 4 people. And you wonder whether what it is that they think about. And one of the things that will make you gather confidence in your life is ensuring that whatever you have said to do, you have done it to the best of your knowledge. So achievement of something, getting something accomplished, whatever you have started in life. If you are building a small house, complete it. If you are painting a house, paint it. Whatever it is that you're doing, if you start a course, finish it. If you get married, unless otherwise, stay on the course. If you start a journey, accomplish it. That is by accomplishing, that one gives you what we call confidence in life. The other thing that you need to appreciate is that you must keep on monitoring your progress. Believe you me, how will you know whether you're doing well? Like now, when you see leaders, politicians coming and giving us all types of promises, some of them have never been fulfilled. I remember in the year 2017 and 2013, we were promised about 15 stadiums. Now, let me ask you, how many got completed? Sometimes we people are taken for granted. So we are saying monitor your progress. Monitoring your progress means you have already laid out the kind of a plan that you have for your life, and therefore you have given it timelines, what it is that ought to be done, who is supposed to do what are you supposed to do at a given point in time, and therefore by monitoring your progress, you'll be able to tell whether you are gaining confidence or not. Confidence is important in life, and I'm telling you, many people have lost opportunities. You go for an interview, you start trembling, you start shivering, you start now losing focus of what you're doing. It's quite unfortunate. So confidence is important in life. Like me, I'm so confident. I believe nothing can stop me from going for what I want. I have told people on many occasions that I have greeted the who and the mighty and who, not because I'm Dr. Kibicho, no. It is because I believe in one thing. Even if I come and greet you and you don't accept or you don't even say, respond to me, that will not make my legs to swell. It will not make me not to go back to my house. It will not make me to change my title and my status in life. So confidence is about monitoring your progress. Break them, whatever you're doing, break it into small pieces, smaller goals, and then pursue them with passion. The other thing that will make you to be confident is doing the right things. If you know that you're doing the right thing, believe you, that aspect of knowing that you're doing what ought to be done, that you're not going or you're not infringing on other people's rights, you're not contravening the already laid rules and regulations, you're not contravening the constitution, doing the right thing makes you feel that you are somebody gaining confidence. Note that. The other thing is exercise. Exercise makes your mind to be fresh. Exercise makes your mind to be alert. And when you become alert, you now know who you are. You establish what you call self-awareness, and you start now doing whatever it was that you were fearing before. So it's very, very important to exercise. It does not only make you look healthy and young, but exercising refreshes your mind, invigorates your mind, re-energizes your mind, which is very, very important. And I remember talking about men and what we ought to avoid so that we can remain as sharp as ever. The other thing is that be fearless. Don't fear. Even the Bible has got 365 fear not. So why should you fear in the first place? I remember at one time when I was invited by Inoro FM, I spoke about fear for more than 3 hours. Fear has deprived of men and women what they should have. So thank you very much, Madam Shiko, watching from Germany. always listening to you on Sundays jioni mkiwa na wadadi wa Mutuli. Thank you. But Shiko, you must now learn to pay school fees. You cannot be listening and consuming my information and you're not paying school fees on a lighter note. So it's very, very important that you be fearless. Don't fear. There's nothing to fear, as a matter of fact. Because when you fear, let me tell you what fear happens. I'm an expert in what you call human psychology. I understand the human behavior and why people behave the way they do. I have studied what we call the behavioral activities of homotherms and poikilotherms and why people behave the way they do. It is purely that aspect of feeling that you're inadequate. You're not feeling complete. So don't fear. And like, some people think that others are more beautiful or others are more handsome than them. Who told you that these are the people that God had set aside for them to become your benchmark? Who told you that? In the moment you don't have confidence in yourself, nobody else will have. So the best thing that to do is be fearless. Don't fear anyone anyway. Stand on your position and let people know that you exist. The other point that you should remember, stand up for yourself. Don't wait for people to come and support you. As a matter of fact, most of the people that you meet alongside this journey of life, they are not interested in your success, and I have said it on many, many occasions. I am telling you, I have been able to interact with many people in my 30 years career. And one of the things that I want to remind you, when you wake up in the morning, out of 10 people that you meet, maybe only 2 people think about you positively. The others, they are looking forward for your downfall. So stand up for yourself. Then follow through. Another thing that will make you succeed in life, like, when you start Form 1, you know that Form 1 is not the end of education. We have Form 2, Form 3, Form 4. Then from Form 4, that is not enough. You go to the university if you have made it. Then university is not, first degree is not enough. You have a second degree. Second degree is not enough. You have a third degree called doctorate. Doctorate degree is not enough. We have a postdoctoral course. So follow through what it is that you're doing and do not leave something unattended. You must follow through your life. The other thing that you should do, think long term. Don't be a person who thinks in terms of short gains. Think long term. It's called the long haul. See the bigger picture. Just like a lady, when she becomes pregnant, she does not see the problems she goes through for those 9 months. She, in her mind, she envisages getting a son or a daughter who will make her proud of being a mother to somebody, and over and above all, who has given a statistic to the population of the world. So look for the bigger things in life. So think long term. Don't be, and people who think long term, by the way, they don't die fast. They don't die very soon. Why? Because they have something to look forward to. So very, very important. The other thing that I'm going to spend a few minutes on is that don't spend time thinking about what others think about you. Most of us people, we spend so much time asking ourselves, how will so and so view me? How will so and so me? How does this particular party see me? That is none of your business. What people think about you should not even make you get out of your line. I say, if I meet with you and become friends, it is by sheer coincidence. It was not written anywhere in the Bible that I was supposed to meet you. So don't think that because I have met you and we have met, that you're the one who has made my life to be complete. Life was complete when God created me from the word go. If I meet you and we become friends, so be it. But if I don't meet you, there are so many people that have not met in this world, but they have not stopped my life from going on. So why do you spend so much time thinking about what others think about you? By the way, you end up spending your time for no reason. You end up spending your precious time that you could have converted into money making or adding value to you, thinking about what others think about you. Don't do that. These are the same people who were with Jesus Christ. Remember, Judas Iscariot was part of God's cabinet, and remember what he did to him. So there's no time. There's no time for me to, by the way, let me tell you, and this is where people say that I'm proud. And whether you say that I'm proud or not, you don't stop me from being Dr. Kebicho. You don't stop me from being Wakili Kebicho or the Kebicho, from being the chairman and founder of Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures Limited, from being the CEO of Panorama Consulting Company and Panorama Group of Companies. No, you don't stop me from being called Baba Wangari. I still remain Baba Wangari. So why should you spend so much time thinking about others? Please don't. As a matter of fact, let me tell you, yesterday I had visited one of our members who fell sick, and I'm telling you the testimony he gave us yesterday, maybe appreciate that it is only you and your God. If others come your way, thank God for that. Now, something else that will make you gather confidence is do things that make you feel happy. Don't do things that lead your life to becoming gloomy. Do things that make you happy. And when you do things that makes you happy, that is what we call passion. I'm so passionate personally about success. That one I don't have to hide about it.
I'm so passionate about succeeding in life. I don't like getting any space for failure. Fine. If I fail, I'll not be the first one to fail after all. And if I fail, I had made an attempt than those people who fail even before they start. So even when you go to your house and you see that bulb like giving you light, that bulb, Thomas Edison tried that bulb 9,999 times, almost 10,000 times. And I love the charisma, I love the persistence, I love the zeal, the vigor of that particular gentleman, because his persistence give us the right that we see today. So don't don't you worry. Do something that makes you happy. If you do something that makes you happy, life becomes more variable and you feel fulfilled. And that is what I do. Like now, after this, I'm headed to their boys' high school to talk to the Form 4s on the secrets of succeeding. And do I have the moral authority? Of course, yes. I have the moral authority because I'm a scholar. And for those who feel pain or for those people who feel bitter when I talk about myself being a scholar, and I know many of them do anyway, and I have no apologies to make, I remind them that the university doors are still open. I never closed any university upon completion. All the universities are there. The only thing that you need to do is to apply, pay the admission fee, pay the school fees, be committed to your classwork and project, you'll become a doctor like me, for those who are not yet doctoring. So don't feel bad about me. If you feel bad about me, if you feel bad about my academic accolades, God will never make you to become a doctor one day. You must love to appreciate what God has done for others. The other thing is that you must develop a growth mindset. A growth mindset means do not appear as if you are the one who was born to become an example of failure. No, God never designed you at any one time to become an example of failure. It is when we retire, it is when we surrender ourselves to the vagaries of life that we find ourselves becoming failures. So you must develop the growth mindset. Say, yes, I attempted doing a business last year that never saw the light of the day. Fine. It is not the first business to fail. But remember, even those people that you see succeeding in life, they made many attempts before they became the professionals that they are. Remember this doctor who completed university, who cleared Bachelor of Medicine, Bachelor of Surgery. He had the first encounter with the first patient. But that never made him. Remember, he did not disclose to the patient that you are my first patient since I became a medical doctor. No. You went there, he treated you as if you were the 1,000 client or patient. Confidence is built by starting something and doing it and becoming an expert in that particular line. And of course, appreciating that God has given you innate powers that can turn around the fortunes of your life. The other thing, don't you worry, you'll fail. You'll fail. Don't you? Failing is part of life. Failure means fail. Fail means first attempt in life. Fail. First attempt in life. That's what we call fail. So why should you fear? Don't you worry. We make mistakes, or we all make mistakes. Human is to error. At one time in our lives, we make mistakes, but when we make mistakes, we become better people. The saddest thing would be you becoming a serial repeater of mistakes. So worry not. So know that you will fail at one time, but that is okay. Even those people who became perfect pilots, they messed up. If you're a passenger in an aircraft, is whether the turbulence is contributed to what we call those kind of moments that you almost felt that you are going to heaven, sort of coming to earth. So, but those are the moments that now this pilot appreciates that, yes, although I sat in a simulator, although I was trained by my trainer and I was told a few things, remember, I normally make people laugh. When you go to a driving school, you are 100 trained during daytime. There is no single driving school in Kenya or in the world that trains its students at night. So we are all trained during daytime. We are all trained during daytime. So nobody tells you that darkness will come. As a matter of fact, I even wonder whether they normally introduce you to what we call the putting of lights on at night. The only thing that they talk about are the signals, left, light, and of course the brakes, the braking pedals, and all of you. Again, not many drivers will take you to what we call a rough road, more or maybe a wet road. We are normally trained on what we call tarmac roads. So the question is, when you encounter a wet road, do you call back to the school that the driving school you were? Trainer, instructor, I've now gotten into a muddy place. What do I do? You maneuver and finally you make it. Even those people, there's some ladies who have never gotten married. So they get married the first time. They don't keep calling their mother or their mother, Mom, my husband has woken up. How do I handle him? No, it's up to you to decide how to handle your husband. That's what we call it, learning on the job. So don't you worry. Know that sometimes people do fail, and know that sometimes mistakes are bound to happen. The other thing that we need to appreciate in life is that you require a professional support. If you want to become a good motivational speaker, if you want to become a good public speaker, if you want to gather confidence, like I have told you personally, I can talk to anyone in the universe. Anyone. Mention him. Number one, let me help you. Let me demystify the kind of thinking that majority of you people have. When you hear somebody being called, for instance, a cabinet minister, by the virtue of becoming a cabinet minister, it does not change the DNA. He still remains a human being. The only thing that happens to that particular individual, inwardly, he feels that now he has got what we call some power. But that power does not change the basic structure of a human being. That person is still a human being. He eats. He goes to the toilet like you do. He sometimes experiences headache like you do. He sometimes limit all the problems that normal human beings go through. Whether you are called an archbishop, it is only that now God has elevated this particular individual to higher spiritual levels. But in terms of you'll die like you'll die by them, they don't sleep in heaven and they come in the morning. They sleep in the same universe that we sleep in. They get hungry like we do. They feel pain that we do. Sometimes, even being an archbishop, you find out they quarrel even in the house. Some of them, they even fight. Don't be cheated. Don't be lied to by any. They are not Jesus Christ themselves. They are human beings. Even the president himself, if he has a stomach problem, he cannot send his ADC to the laboratory to produce stool for analysis. He has to literally take himself there, himself. And he has to do what we people do. He will be given a container like you will be given a container. Go and put your stuff here. Title notwithstanding. What are you telling me? So we are all, the Bible says we are all fearfully and wonderfully made in the image of God. The fact that I'm a doctor does not make me, I'm a human being. The only thing that God has done to me is to enable me to become a doctor, to acquire knowledge. But acquiring knowledge does not make me a special human being. I remain a human being like any other person. So don't be cheated by anybody. So the only thing that we need to do in order for us to gather confidence is to continually endeavor to have people who can guide us on this journey, who can tell us, do this, do this, do this. And in order for you to move from this level to this other level, you can do A, B, C, D. Don't you worry. If somebody sues you in a court of law, don't panic that you have been sued in the court of law. You are not the first person to go to a court of law. As a matter of fact, people have always been there. Even now, as I share with you this particular information on my YouTube channel, we still have some people right now actually in the dock. They are actually now being tested to prove whether they'll enjoy their freedom or they'll be sent into what we call state guests to become state. So it's about changing the mindset. It's about appreciating that you're a human being, not less than any other person. So titles notwithstanding, we are all human beings and our functions are the same. Hunger is hunger to a richer person or to a poor person. The only difference is what they take out of that hunger. Because a poor person may go and take ugali with true tea without milk, and a rich person may go and feast on meat. But all of them, they are trying to satisfy a condition called hunger. If you are thirsty, both of us, there are those who can afford to go and take what we call Don Perignon. There are those people who can go and take what we call Captain Morgan. They can Glenfiddich, maybe as a way of quenching their thirst. But some of us would comfortably walk into a tap and get water. But in the final analysis, the bottom line is all of us, we want to satisfy a certain need. So confidence, don't you worry about people. So if you want to become confident in life, whatever it is that you're doing, face it and don't fear. If you don't fear, I'm telling you, life will be more bearable. Finally, before I come to a close of this particular live show, I want to remind my people of that baby that I love much, which is called Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures Limited. I can't terminate my show without talking about Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures Limited. We are doing well, and I'll never stop saying that we are doing well. And first of all, I want to appreciate all our members. On behalf of my directors, I want to thank all of you for the confidence that you have in us. Thank you so much for entrusting us with your resources. We are a legit organization, a legitimate organization that has met all the requirements in the Republic of Kenya. And that is why I go on a live video on a live show and talk about Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures Limited, because we do not trade on illegal goods and services. We are doing what other financial institutions in the Republic of Kenya who have met the threshold do. So if you want to become an investor with us, the doors are not yet closed. You can simply send us your email address, either through our company email address, questpinnacleinvestment@gmail.com, questpinnacleinvestment@gmail.com, or you can send it through my email address, paulkebicho@gmail.com, paulkebicho@gmail.com, or you can even drop me a text. Just drop me your email address through my cell phone number, 0722 633 021, 0722 633 021. One share, 16,000 shillings. Registration fee, which is non-refundable, is 5,000 shillings. That helps us to run the secretariat. The minimum period of time to start earning your returns on investment is 3 years. And now we are talking about 2 years, 4 months. The train left the station 8 months ago. So for those who want to join us, just make inquiries. We shall be more than willing to help you understand what it is that we do. Allow me to recognize a few individuals that I can see here, but I want to put a caution. There are some individuals who write on our YouTube page, they write French, they write German, they write what we call Arabic. We are not interested in your language, please, with a lot of humility. If you can't write in English or Kiswahili in my YouTube channel, kindly don't comment. I'm not going to look for an interpreter. I don't even have time for that. There are some individuals who have this tendency of writing language, and I know some of my viewers, you have seen that. You come writing what we call Greek here. We are not interested in that language, please. So if you think that maybe you might be belonging to the wrong forum, this forum is for people who are like-minded, people who think positively, people who know that the business of the day is a serious one. I'm not here to joke. I don't joke, and I thank God for those people who have given me good feedback. So if you think that they are like yesterday when we had gone to visit Mr. Simon Mwangi, I saw some guys who wrote. There's a guy who normally writes in French. I think it is either French or whatever it is. But I'm warning you, my brother, wherever you are, or sister, we are not interested in theatrics. This is not the arena of the theatrics. No, we do not want those kind of shenanigans and charlatans. We don't have time for that. I'm a serious Kenyan, and if you feel that maybe my YouTube channel is not adding value to you, I have no apologies. Kindly get out of our tube. There are those people who are serious lovers of my show. I'm not actually worked up. I'm not agitated, but I feel offended. I feel my rights violated when somebody writes in a language that you can't understand. With those few remarks, I want to appreciate Mr. Stephen Delito. Thank you so much, Mr. These are the kind of people that I want to deal with. Honestly speaking, I want to deal with people who do not use what we call pseudonyms. People who do not go using language which cannot be understood by any. We are not helping any individual. As much as you might be an expert in languages, we are not in the language all of us can understand. So please desist. And I have seen not thrice, not 5 times or 10 times that individual trying to write that kind of in my wall. I'm not interested in that. Kindly desist from doing that. If you understand English, I hope I've communicated to you loud and clear. We are not interested in that kind of shenanigans and charlatans. So thank you so much, Mr. Stephen Delito. And of course, me, I say as it is, this far the Lord has been faithful. Do not appear sorry to a human being. Why should you appear sorry? I'm approaching 50 years, and this far the Lord has been very, very faithful to me. So do not think that you'll come and try to disorient me in life. You can't disorient me. I'm not the type to be disoriented. That one, I'll say it and I'll repeat it. If somebody thinks I'm proud, I have no apologies to make, but I don't stomach nonsense, and I don't subscribe to mediocrity. And that is me. If that is what will make me to remain where I am, so be it. So thank you so much, Mr. Stephen Delito, for your encouraging words. I appreciate when you tell me that you have learned something. I thank God for you. Onesimus Waigoro, our director, we thank God for you, Onesimus Waigoro. We thank God for your input in this particular Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures, and your input is always taken seriously. Thank you very much, Sam Committee. Thank you so much, Sam Committee. We appreciate you because your name is not pseudonym. We appreciate people who normally say who they are. Some committee, you are saying you start paying school fees soon. Dr. Kebicho. You are watching from Nakuru. Thank you, God. Thank God for you because you love what I do. Shiko watching from Germany once again. Thank you so much, Madam Shiko. I've got so many friends in Germany, and I told you the other day I'm familiar with Germany. I've been to Stuttgart, Düsseldorf, I've been to Munich, I've been to Frankfurt, and I thank God I've been to BMW, I've been to the palace of the chancellor, and I thank God. So we thank God for you. And at this time, because it's approaching 2, I want to thank God for all of you. Please become a member of Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures Limited. Let us invest together. Let me tell you, when people come together, they pool resources, you will enjoy. And over and above all, I'm trying to inculcate the culture of investing, not the culture of spendthrift. Because surely history will judge you harshly. God gave you energy. God gave you brains. God gave you money. God gave you time. And then you retire poor. Why should you retire poor in the first place? Oh my goodness. You people, one day I'm going to come up with a very big screen. I'll be talking as I show you with the blessings of my subjects, how people suffer who had a chance to invest their money and they didn't. So it is incumbent upon all of us that we do something. So to the members of Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures Limited, we salute you. To those others who invest in other arenas, we have no problem with you. We appreciate you, but we will be more happy and glad to be part of us at Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures Limited. Welcome to the home of financial experts and professionals, where excellence also reigns supreme. With those many remarks, unless there's a comment coming from my viewers, wherever you are you out there and you want to make a comment, please, you are most welcome. I know I might have my temperatures or my temperament might have gone up because we have some individuals, and there are some people who like things that you can't, and I hope some of you might have seen. Thank you so much, Mr. Duncan Mwangi. We appreciate you, Duncan Mwangi. We appreciate you wherever you are. Any comments before I bring close to this live show? It will be much appreciated, but please feel free. Thank you so much once again. This is my friend who had written. This is Sam Committee. Thank you so much. Please, and make sure whatever I have taught you, and please, I want during your free time, can you go to what we call, there's a video that I have also personally repeated it a number of times, reality check. Please go to my YouTube. It's the same YouTube that you're using, reality check. Reality check. Did you know, just to remind you this before I go, did you know that most of us Christians, we sleep, we think, we dream going to Israel? And did you know what? We have somebody whose home is Israel. Think about it. Did you know we have somebody right now who can't sleep to attain a Form 4 certificate? To you that you received many years ago, it is not an issue to you. Did you know we have somebody looking for a 40 by 80 plot? We have others with thousands of acres. But I'm telling you, there's something called utility. Utility. When you are able to move from one level to another and you accomplish something, thank God for that. Food for thought. With those many remarks, ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you so much for watching this YouTube channel. You are a blessing to me. Introduce me to this particular YouTube channel as you can. Subscribe. Just subscribe so that I can be giving you notifications that are coming on air. And I thank God for all of you. I thank God for the Father that you have come, and I thank God for the Father the Lord is taking us. May God bless all of you. May God increase you. May God remember you. May God meet with your aspirations and inspirations in life. Shalom, shalom, shalom.